Yeah, we welcome you back on center court with Pete Sampras. Won Grand Slam titles in his teens, 20s, and 30s. And let's go back to the tennis roots and the Sampras family's involvement in tennis. How did it begin for you?
I was born in Maryland and picked up a racket and a ball around the house, and I was drawn to just picking up a tennis racket, and took some lessons there. And my dad heard from some people that, you know, your kid's got some talent there, and he's listened to it, and so we ended up moving from Maryland to Palos Verdes. And
was that just that was unrelated to tennis?
Unrelated. I mean,
okay.
my dad was in the Sam was related, was in the restaurant business, and just wanted to get out of that area, and so moved to LA area, and that's when me and my sister Stella really started to practice and take lessons.
Your brother Gus also?
Brother Gus, a younger sister Marion. We all played, but I think Stella and I really took it seriously. We became members of the Jack Kramer Club in Rolling Hills, and just got involved in the junior tennis scene, taking lessons.
And so when did you sense that, hey, this is my sport and I can really, because it seemed like at a young age you had a vision that you weren't just going to play, you were going to be really, really good.
Well, I didn't really have a vision. I was told that I was really good.
Okay.
You know, and I mean, wow, you're better than Elliot Telscher. I was always compared to Elliot because he was from that club, and I was 2 years better than he was, and so, you know, I was pretty good at it, and I enjoyed it, and I just, for whatever reason, my dad saw some talent and really, I don't want to say pushed me, but he helped me along. I got involved with some really good teachers. I worked with Pete Fisher for a while, who helped me a great deal with everything in my game.
Were your parents involved but knew when to step back? Because I think that's an important thing.
They both were very supportive, but my dad kind of knew his place, knew that he wasn't a tennis coach, and really let Pete Fisher kind of run the show, and he switched to a one-hand backhand, and that changed everything, you know. I mean, such a huge drastic change for a junior player to do that, but I trusted him, and I really felt like he knew what he was doing. And
the emphasis, it wasn't so much as being successful at the junior level,
right.
It was that bigger picture.
It wasn't about winning, it was about playing well and improving. Okay. You know, I think juniors today are so worried about winning every tournament. I for whatever reason, with Pete, just kind of was more about being a great pro at 19 or 20, or having some weapons rather than having a game that wasn't really improving. And so went to the one-hand backhand, struggled with it for a few years, and then, you know, as time went on, as I got a little bit bigger and stronger, it just kind of developed into a good shot, and went into the whole serve and volley game, and just changed everything.
And but the confidence at a young age, is it true that age 12, the Kramer Club, you walked up to Tracy Austin and said, you won 2 U.S. Opens, I'm going to win more?
I don't remember that. I mean, maybe I said it, but I would be surprised because I was a pretty shy kid.
But confident. I
was confident. I had inner confidence. As even when I was playing in the pros, I didn't have to say much. I just knew it. So, you know, it started at a young age, knowing, everyone thinking I was such a great athlete and talent,
right.
And but it was kind of up to me how far I wanted to take that.
And then the sacrifice in your life, I guess, were you conscious of the decision that this was all of your life? Did it feel that way, or you were enjoying it?
I was enjoying it. It wasn't a decision. I wasn't pulled in other directions from friends or parties or girls or anything. I love playing tennis. I was playing junior tournaments on the weekends, and really didn't have much time for anything else. I knew it was a sacrifice for my family, especially for my dad financially, and I just kind of hung in there with it and enjoyed it, and talked about going to college, so, you know, maybe getting a college scholarship at UCLA, but I think we all knew that, you know, it was the pros, and it was right. About trying to win Wimbledon and the U.S. Open, and you know.
When you say we all knew, you were.
I was going along with it. When you're a young 15-year-old kid, you're just kind of, you know, trying to play tennis and go through that stage in your life, and you know, a few years later at 17, turned pro at the Palm Springs tournament, and just went out and then did it. Went out and played, and, you know, struggled through first couple years, and didn't do that well, and but started, you know, got to be good friends with Jim Courier.
Right.
He showed me how to work. You know, he brought me down to Florida. We trained hard and ran hard, and did all those things for a while, and started getting a little better, a little stronger, and my serve got a little better, and so, you know, 19, went into the U.S. Open, kind of, you know, ranked, you know, maybe 14 in the world, and trying to make ends meet, and doing okay, and had 2 hot weeks.
I want to talk about, yeah, give us a chance to, we'll break and talk about that. And Jim Courier was the guy who said always a long-term vision, even at a young age with Pete Sampras. We'll come back and he'll talk about the early great achievement where he later admitted, and the quote was, I didn't know what I was doing, but he certainly did years later. We'll be back with Pete in a moment.